welcome. I am back. I said I was coming back. Anyway, break's over. Time to do a reading for Aquarius. So if you are an Aquarian, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, stick around. There could be a message in this reading for you. As always, I really appreciate each and every one of you. I really, really, really do. And if you appreciate what I do here, hit that like button. All right? Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Really does difference to my channel, and I would love to see my channel continue to grow. So let's see. I am reading for Aquarius. So listen, put your questions if you would like, me to pull a card for you at the end of this reading. Happy to do so once I finish Aquarius. Then I'll turn my attention over to the chat room where you guys all are. And yeah, we'll pull cards for you guys. And meanwhile, we're going to turn our attention and focus onto my Aquarians. So your thumbnail today was very interesting, huh, Aqua? We've got, here, treasure this day and treasure yourself. Truly, neither will happen again. So really, be in the moment, So if you're feeling a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, a lot of worry, all that kind of stuff, this is just a reminder, to just be in the present moment. You feel a lot better. All right, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. We are reading for the next 7 to 10 days for all of my Aquas. Grateful, thankful for each and every one of you. Don't forget to hit that like button, like, comment, share, subscribe. And like I said, I am happy to read cards at the end of this reading. I will not read cards while I'm doing the reading, but I will happy to pull a card for anybody that puts a question in the chat. Be nice to each other. Send good vibes to each other. And yeah, it's all good. All right, Aquarius, one more shuffle for you. We're going to see what the next 7 to 10 days looks like for all of my Aquas. Are you ready? Here we go. First card out for you, Aquarius, is the Chariot. Some of you may be traveling, maybe wondering or wanting to go somewhere, not knowing where. Maybe some of you just need to go. Right? We've got this energy of the Chariot. I love the energy of this Chariot because to me it always indicates, just go somewhere. It doesn't matter where, just get out, do something, see where the road kind of takes you. I love that kind of energy because I think if you do that, you might run into something very unexpected that, would be really great. I mean, she's kind of happy at this tower. So, it's like if you take this impulsive trip or journey or like all of a sudden out of the blue you decide that's it, I'm going to the coast, you may find something really, really good there because I like that the Chariot wants you to move. All right, so if you feel stuck or you've been feeling stuck, Aquarius, that's another message of this Chariot card. But with that tower, like it or not, I think something makes you move because that tower could also indicate a big shift. And all of a sudden, things are going to be a little bit different. And I do see a shift because we have the Queen of Pentacles coming out in your near future. So, hold on to your money, all right? Because there could be some hiccup when it comes to finances. Like those bills that show up, like all of a sudden you have the big storm and it tears off your roof. That kind of thing might happen for some of you Aquarians. But let's see what else is going on. Now, at the root of what's going on, all right, I feel like this, you may be wanting to go take a trip to go to some wedding, an event, a graduation, something. Whether or not you can afford it, I think, is another question. And whether or not you really want to go. Welcome in, you guys. In the recent past, I see that you left a situation, all right? So maybe this is where you are. You left this hard situation. You walked away from it. Here we are in this Swords energy, saying, I can't do this anymore. I'm leaving. And you left, and maybe you don't know really where to go. So some of you Aquarians may have gotten into some kind of a, thing. I want to say like a tiff comes to mind. And that's just not a word I usually use. But I feel like you had to leave someone or leave a situation. And now that you've left it, Aquarius, what do you do? Because this is what this Chariot card says. Well, now that I've walked away, where do I go? I mean, everything seemed to happen so quick. Yeah, so there is this thing about you leaving, and now it's like the now what? Like, now what? Now what am I supposed to do? Now we have the Empress above you. We have the Four of Wands below you. I wonder whether some of you you know, are really struggling with going away because, you know, you don't feel like that would be right. Like, say you have children, all right, and you have an opportunity to leave your kids with someone and go away somewhere. I think you should, all right, and I don't think you should feel guilty about it. But you know, there is this, we can't afford it, I shouldn't go, I should stay home, you know, I don't, you know, so I'm feeling like some reservation. I'm not going, and you know, you're putting it all on, you know, well, you know, the kids and it's like, when was the last time you had a chance to go away and have a really good time and celebrate with someone, right? I think you need this, honestly. I really feel like you do need this, you know, and you know, you are really ready for it. I think you need a change. I think you need to have some fun. I think you need to, you know, really kind of see life a little bit differently because you've been struggling. Maybe you've been giving up going to these places because you can't afford it. Because this instability of the Queen of Pentacles coming in reverse, you know, is telling me that, you know, I don't know whether or not I should. I don't know if I can do this. I don't know whether I can make a shift or a change. Because some of you, Aquarians, may even be looking to see whether or not we could, you know, maybe make a decision here, you know, because the Two of Wands says, you know, I need a change. My life needs to move. I need to do something different. And I feel like it's pushing outside of you, you know, it's like, I need to do something. So I'm really feeling like this is for somebody who has been maybe, you know, just being a mom for a long time, you know, and that's all you do is a mom, and you've almost lost your identity, and now you want to find your identity again, and you want to make some decisions, and you want to, you know, make a break and go somewhere and, you know, just change your life, you know, find your life again. We do have the Hanged Man coming in upside down as your final outcome. And I got to tell you, Aquarius, with that Hanged Man energy, there's just all this confusion. I feel like you're so confused because you're so desperately wanting a shift or a change in your life to happen. Because the Six of Swords, I mean, here in this past, like, I can't do this anymore. You know, and so you make this move, and it's just like, I don't know whether it was the right move. Should I have done that? Should I not have done that? You know, so here there's all this confusion, but again, the guilt of you doing something that you might really love to do, you know, for fear of like, that doesn't look good, as because, you know, a mom would never do that, you know, and I would never do that. And I, you know, it's just, you know, you're so confused, but I feel as if you have given up so much already. The Hanged Man says you're, you know, you're playing the martyr here, and you're sacrificing, and you're doing everything. You know, so if you want to go away for a little bit and do something on your own, don't feel bad for it. All right, really, don't feel bad for it, Aquarius. All right, we have the Lover's card also coming in as the bottom of the deck. Yeah, I think, you know, I'm feeling like this troubled energy. You need space. You need time. You need to clear your head. You need to go away. And it's okay because we've got the Seven of Swords energy. I mean, there's a lot that you are struggling with mentally, is what I'm feeling. And the Seven of Swords is like you're trying to like pull it all apart and, you know, really kind of look at it all. But you're so confused because you're riddled with this energy of like, I shouldn't do this because I can't afford it, and I should be doing this, and I should. Get rid of that word. Get rid of that word. You know, I think you need to go out and have a good time. I think you need to go visit people that, you know, help you remember who you are. I think, you know, you're just in this point, Aquarius, where you just need to say, oh, this is who I am. I'm going to, you know, because you really want to go. You really want to have a good time. And you really want to enjoy yourself. And you want to go without thinking of what's going on back at home. So don't make yourself out to be the martyr. You know, we all need a break. We all need space. We all need to, you know, clear our heads. If things have been really, really stressed between you and your person, and there's a stressed energy between you and your partner, again, you know, before we make any decisions, go away, you know, clear your head, you know, get wild, get crazy, and then come back and make this decision. Because you'll come back, I think, with a different frame of mind and different attitude and energy, if you know what I mean. All right? So that's what I've got for you, Aquarius. I know this isn't going to be for everyone because it seemed very specific to somebody who is feeling guilty about leaving the family. You know, but if it resonated, great. And if it didn't, that's okay. Take what works and leave what doesn't. And we all know who we are in the story, right? So I sure appreciate each and every one of you. And I'm going to now turn my attention to all you guys in the chat. Welcome in. It's nice to have all you guys here. We got, let's see, Cool, Dorito, the 5. Is that right? Om Namah Shiva. TP, welcome in. You don't have kids. And this wasn't your reading, TP, you know. I mean, there's a million people out there in the world, and I'm trying to read for a collective group. So, you know, sometimes it's for you, sometimes it's not. Lucky. Hi, Lakshmi. HH, you're back. Welcome in. Sanjeev, nice to see you. Ashmit Kaur, Sanjeev. Nice to have you guys in. TP, since you don't have kids, and this wasn't for you, I'll be happy to pull a card for you. Just let me know, all right? All right, Lakshmi, let's pull some guidance for you. Let's see what's coming through for Lakshmi. Hi, Ashmit. Nice to see you. I'll get to your question here. But we are reading right now for Lakshmi. A little bit of guidance for Lakshmi. She would like a little guidance for Lakshmi. What can you tell me to tell Lakshmi? We got the King of Pentacles coming in. This could be your person. This could be your boss. This could be somebody. I mean, this is somebody who likes their cake and eats it too. I like the energy of the King of Pentacles because this is somebody very, very solid in your life. Very, very grounded. But I wonder, Lakshmi, if you wonder whether or not he is got, you know, wandering eyes. Just saying. I'm picking a little bit of that up. 5 of Wands coming in reversed. Yeah, I just wonder whether or not there's some issues that you wonder whether or not he's involved with other people or what's really going on. But the answer is no. He's not serious about any of them. So if you question whether or not this guy is really, you know, loyal to you, I'm feeling loyalty. All right, that's what I've got for you, Lakshmi. Sanjeev. Ashmit, let me go to you because I mentioned you before I said Sanjeev. So let's see. I got employee attendance registration form document from Garima, who offered me a government job. Is this document fake? Please guide. Oh, let's find out whether or not this is a legit document. Grateful, thankful for the messages for Ashmit. I need to know whether or not this is a legit form, a legit document. Let's see. I'm wondering whether or not you could Google the form. You know, use Google Lens to see whether or not it's legit. I would try that. Don't always just go by the tarot reader. But that kind of came in that you might want to do that. So that's one way to really say, but I know that it is not legit. And I feel as if that could get you into some trouble. So I'm not feeling that it's legit. Nope, I'm not feeling like this is a good move at all. Don't fill out that form. And like I said, do that Google Lens on it and see whether or not, you know, what comes up. But yeah, I don't got a good feeling for you, Schmidt. Nora, welcome in. Tammy, nice to see you. You're a Capricorn. I just did a Capricorn reading. Very good reading for Capricorn. You're feeling unstable in your marriage. Hold on just a second. I'm going to close the door. It gets a little chilly in here. All right, let's see. Sanjeev. Let's give you some guidance card, and then I'll go on down the list. All right, Sanjeev, let's see what kind of guidance we can give to you today. Grateful, thankful for your energy, each one of you. Don't forget to hit that like button, like, comment, share, subscribe. All right, Sanjeev, the card for you is the 3 of Pentacles. I like that. All right, so I don't know whether you have a craft or there is something that you do or there is something that you have a project that you're working in collaboration with someone. But I feel as if, you know, there is a lot of potential in whatever this endeavor is. A lot of times when I see this image, I feel as if you might have something and you might be looking for some feedback, you know, constructive criticism, that kind of thing. So Sanjeev, I really feel as if, heed the advice of these people. I feel like, if you are working with them, I think you work well together. I don't see a romance within this, so I think keep it business and you'll be all good. All right, Sanjeev, because we have the Ace of Cups. So, whoever it is that might be you working with or whatever, I don't see a love relationship. So don't go there, because I think you will be disappointed, and this is how you're going to end up feeling, all in your head. All right? So that's what I've got for you, Sanjeev. You're welcome, Ashmit. Noor, let's see what we got going on here. You would like current feelings for you and next to action. You're welcome, Sanjeev. Welcome in, you guys. It's nice to have you in. All right, let's see. Noor. Is this your first time in, Noor? It's nice to have you in. Welcome in. Hit that like button. Help me out. I'll pull you a card if you hit that like button. Deal? Deal. All right, Noor, let's see. You would like a little bit of guidance. Anurag's current feeling for you and next action. Okay. Thanks, Nora. Appreciate it. Let's find out what his feelings are in the action. Wow. Do you have two men around you that might be interested in you? Because I see two men. Anurag, his current feelings, I feel as if, I think he knows you're a good catch, but I think he also has a wandering eye. I think this would be somebody who, he would be a good person. I just get the wandering eye again, and here's the high priestess in the middle. I think if you like this person, that's great, but I have the feeling that they will make you feel like, you're not their number one. And I don't like that for you, Noor. I want you to feel like the number one. So I do feel as if, eventually you do move on and, you start to see that there may be other options. And like I said, I see another man for you. And the second one, not the one you are with, but the second one is more likely the one that you would end up marrying. So that's what I've got for you. Anyway, I hope that resonated for you. Bacon, welcome in. He's from the UK. Welcome in, Bacon. Nice to see you here. I'm pulling cards, so hanging out. If you guys have any questions you want to ask me, or, you're curious about me, I don't know, let me know. All right, I'm just hanging out on a Saturday morning here in northern New Mexico. So we've got Bacon from the UK. Where are you from, Noor? Oh, I hope that helped, Noor. Sanjeev, are you from India? Where are you from, Tammy? Are you still in here? Just wondering who's in the chat room. I'd like to know where all you guys are from India. One day I'm gonna go there. Where are y'all from? Me, I'm from the sticks. I'm out on a mesa. I'm out on a mesa where the wind blows wild. Oh, it's so nice. So what time is it in India? It is 11:34 in the morning out here. What time is it in India right now? Oh, look, we've got 11:11 in the house. See, a new opening. Anyway, I hope you guys are getting notifications when I come on. I usually come on around this time. I'm going to try other times, but this is my natural rhythm, and it works, and it's consistent. And I like to keep consistency. But I think I am going to have to bop around at different times and just catch people. But yeah, it's 23:04. It's almost midnight. Wow. Oh, you're up late, Noor. Way past my bedtime. Oh, no, I didn't say you're not having romance in your life. Not romance within this work situation. That's what I meant. I think we all should have romance in our life, and I think we all get romance in our life. Yeah, no, that's not what I said, Sanjeev. It's just I see you working with some people, but I don't see it being like if you catch feelings for one of the people, don't catch feelings because I don't think it'll work out. That's what I meant. Hi, Asha. How are you? Welcome in. Nice to see you. So, Bacon, Asha. Okay, good. I just want you to be clear because I'm sure you're gonna have love in your life. Hi, Prerna. How are you? Welcome in. Nice to see you guys. See, I gotta stick around a little bit. That way you guys start to come into the chat. So what do? I do very little. No, I'm actually a painter. I'm an artist. I actually, do you see that cat? Can you see that cat behind me? That's one of my paintings. Yeah, I do pet portraits. Right now I'm working on a goat for a friend of mine. Not that the goat's her pet, but she wanted a goat. So I said, fine, I'll do a goat. Anyway, I love to paint animals because I really feel like I capture their spirit. So that's really my niche. After doing years and years and years and years of contemporary and landscape, I just had to find a way to make some money. Hi, Ash. Welcome in. New subscriber. Thank you. And then the other thing I do is I do this. I read tarot for a lot of people. I'm also on a tarot app. So at night is usually when I do private readings. So if you ever want to catch me and do a private reading, I am not at liberty to tell you which app it is, but I will tell you it does have the color purple in it. Just don't mention that you saw me here on YouTube because they don't like that for some reason. But yeah, if you ever want to get a private reading, that's a good way to get a cheap private reading by me. All right, I love to be on that app. And I'm usually on that most evenings for just a few hours. All right, Ash. Thanks, Nor, for subscribing. Call me love. Hit that jumping jack for me. All right, Ash. Let me give you, because you're my new subscriber today. You are the subscriber of the day. Let's see what the current feelings for Archana. Current feelings for Archana for Ash. We are looking for a card for Ash, my new subscriber. Welcome in. So nice to have you as a new subscriber. I am reading your question, Ash. Current feelings coming up for you, Ash. Are you ready? All right, we have the Tower. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles and the Lovers. You know, I have to tell you, I feel like he's avoiding something for fear, but I think the two of you eventually can really make it work. I mean, we've got the Eight of Pentacles to the Lovers, but there's an avoidance energy that I'm picking up. So yeah, he's avoiding you, and I think he sees you, and I think this would be a really great connection, and I think it could be one that could be long-term, Ash. So nice connection with this guy. Good for you. Hi, Naz. Ashadu. Ashadu, please see if my ex, Uday, is that how you say it, who is married, will get divorced. As last time he talked. He seems very unhappy in his marriage. Will he come back to you? Yeah, Shakar. Well, you've got a good boyfriend. I mean, he's avoiding something, but I feel as if, you know, you, Ash, your boyfriend, Shakar, it's a good match. But we are focusing on Ashdu right now. Ashadu. Arcana. That's a pretty name, Ash. But I go by whatever is, you know, you call yourself on YouTube. That's what I'm going by. All right, Ashadu. Let's see. Let's see if this guy, your ex, Uday, is going to come back to you. All right, Ashadu. No, I don't see him coming back. No, I don't. You know, you're too good for him. Honestly, look at these cards. I feel like, Ashadu, you are too good for him. Because here, you know, you come up, you know, he comes up as the Ten of Pentacles. Like, he's not interested. You know, and he doesn't have what you deserve. All right, you show up as the Queen of Wands. Very, very empowered. Very, very charismatic. I mean, people adore you. And then we have the Seven of Wands, you know. And I feel as if when it comes to, you know, him and his ex and him coming back, you know, I don't see him coming back. But I think, you know, he thinks of you. I do think he thinks of you. But I don't see him ever coming back. Because here's him thinking about you. You know, when you're in that misery, that place of misery, You know, it's like I see him like, in that time of like, this is going really bad, remembering you. But I feel like eventually he is going to make a decision and he'll eventually divorce this person. When will that happen? I'm not real sure. And once he is divorced, then maybe he will come back to you. But right now, no. You know, but I do see him sitting on that fence. So as you do, if you want to wait, he may be there at the end of the wait. But I never put my life on hold for anyone, and neither should you. All right. You can wait. Yeah. It comes out, he's a good guy. I have to tell you, I feel like he's a really, really good guy. And I do see him get to this point where, he needs to make a decision. So at some point, yes, he will divorce. And if you're there on the end of that divorce, then I think you too. I got chills. I think that would really happen, Asha do. It's just, to say you wait for someone. I mean, that's a big commitment, because what if it doesn't work out, right? All this time. But I think, when we know, we know. And I got chills on this one, Asha do. So I'm feeling good for you. You're very loyal. Yeah, I am too. I am too. I was so loyal that for 12 years I was with a guy hoping that, things would finally change, and, I finally left him. It wasn't going to work out. But yeah, loyal to a fault. I hang in there. I hang in there. I hang in there. It's just a quality that I have. Like, I'm not one to just throw in the towel. Anyway, it's been fun, you guys. I think I'm going to pop off now, get myself a drink of water. Take care of yourselves. Have a really great day. You leave on God. Yeah, you had a good reading, Asha. I wish that for you. If this is who you really, really want to be with and it's meant to be, I really want that to happen for you. Your career, Prina? Let's see. How are things going to proceed? You're welcome, Asha. You're very welcome. All right, Prina, let's see. What's going to happen with your career moving forward? Let's see. Take a quick look. Oh my gosh, it's not very hopeful. Not very hopeful. Oh, yeah. I see that, eventually, look, you're going to end up in the end, all right? You're going to have money. You're going to be an older woman. You're going to have everything you have, the house, the home, the money. You're going to have stability in your older age. This job right now, I don't see it working out for you very good. I just don't see even, you staying very long because that Temperance card tells me this isn't going to work for you. You may go back and return to something that you did in the past or maybe an older job. But definitely this year, it starts out pretty shaky. Because I think, when things like this happen, Perna, this kind of points us more towards what we're supposed to do in life. And the fact that I see you having, money in your older years, I feel as if, this job you're in, it's not the job you're supposed to be in. And it's going to point you into another job that will be more in line with you. Hi, Naz. Thanks, Ash. Naveen, welcome in. I hope that helped, Perna. Yeah, I hope it did. All right, let's see. Naz. I want to know when Naz is going to be. Raby, welcome in. All right, we got some new people. I'll stick on a little bit longer. All right, let's see about Naz first. Because Naz is loyal. Naz has been back a few times on my channel, and I want to pull a card for Naz. Let's see. When will you be financially independent? Ooh, I think it's going to be soon, but you got to do the work. All right, so this is what I see happening for you, all right? I feel like there is something that you can do and have your own business, all right? Because this person, she's got her own business, but it's going to require an awful lot of work. And you are going to be sitting on the fence as to whether or not you want to do this. Honestly, I feel as if there is real success in what you want to go after. but you can't be afraid of what it's going to take to do it. All right. So if you want that financial independence, I feel like you'll get it if you work on your own and not for someone else. And, you know, you've just got to like know that it's going to take everything you have to make this work. And if you do, it will succeed. So that's what I've seen as. And I feel like that could happen soon. You know, maybe this year is when you finally make that decision. Right? Naveen. Welcome in, Naveen. Alright, Naveen, let's see. Guidance for you, Naveen. Welcome in, you guys. Look, I got 18 likes. I'm so happy. Thanks for hitting the like button. It really makes a difference to my channel. I'm really trying to grow this channel, you know, so put down the walls and I entered into the world of vulnerability and said, all right, I'll come on here live and just take a shot and see how it goes. I got nothing to lose. All right, Naveen, let's see. What's your guidance? Are you ready, Naveen? We've got the Justice card coming in reverse. Do not be afraid to stand up for your rights. And do not be afraid to stand up for somebody who it would not stand up for you. All right, so I've got the Justice card with the Knight of Pentacles. And I feel reservation in not wanting to say something for fear of a fight. But if you don't say it, Naveen, I feel as if you're doing yourself an injustice, all right? You've got to stand up for a situation that you are dealing with. Now, I do see you sitting here in the hermit position. So, yeah, Naveen, I know, what's about to happen. This could be something around work. I mean, maybe there's a situation that came up at work and you don't want to say anything. And you're sitting here, trying to figure out what to do. But it's left you feeling a little unsettled. So I would get it out. I would, whatever it is that you feel is not being fair and just to you. And if it's somebody in your workplace or somebody you're with, I think take the time to really sit with it because you're feeling so unsettled about what just happened. But you'll end up with a good energy after that, once you kind of get it out. Because then I see you being able to relax and enjoy yourself. So something is weighing on you, Naveen. All right, let's see. Oh, thanks, Naz. Devon, welcome in, Devon. I've seen your name in here before, too. It's so nice to see you guys in here. Anyway, what kind of work would you be doing, Naz? If you had a business, what kind of business would it be? I'm curious. I've tried my hand at business all my life. Daniel, welcome in. Hi, Daniel. Will your wife feel comfortable with my size? Her friend bought her an expander kit. Naz, I'm preparing for a government job. Good for you. Oh, good. Oh, good. Oh, good. You did get it off. I see a good outcome, because we had the Three of Cups and then, you were celebrating with someone. So I think there's going to be a good outcome. Hi, Natasha. Welcome in. I'm glad you're here. I'm pulling cards, so if you got a question, throw it in the chat. I'm happy to pull a card for you. Yeah, hit that like button. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Helps me out. And I'd love to see my channel continue to grow. RK, welcome back. Nice to see you. Always nice to see you guys come back. Be careful, Naz, of manipulation if you want success, all right? Because the card of success comes from slow and steady, dig your roots in deep and grow real slow. And I saw the Magician card come up reversed. And sometimes when we try to make things happen before it's time, we get in trouble, all right? So I feel like I just had to tell you that, Naz, all right? Don't cut corners when you're wanting to reach success. I think that's a big message, because when you cut those corners, you start to bring instability within the structure of your business. So keep it clean. Turn that Magician around and make your things work for you. Hi, Susan. Welcome in. Rabbi, did I read for you? I don't remember. I don't even remember who I read for anymore. I just read. Ash Schmidt, I'm glad you're here too. Really great to have all you guys in. Yeah, Susan, welcome in. Any of you new guys that are in, Natasha, if you want me to pull a card for you, let me know. I don't want to just pull a card. But if you want me to pull a card for you, I'm happy to do so. Yeah, just killing time. I'm actually on this fast, so I can't eat anything until 1 o'clock, and it's just now 12 o'clock. So I got 1 more hour to kill before I can break my fast and get myself something to eat. So this is good. This is keeping me busy. Oh, your YouTube channel. Oh, okay, Ravi, let's find out. I once asked about my YouTube channel, and I was told that I had to change it up. But let's see what comes out for you, Rabbi, about your YouTube channel. Let's see. What can you do to change up your channel, Rabbi? What can you do? Let's see. Asking about his YouTube channel. Is he going to have success with it? You might want to partner up with someone. Do you share your channel with someone? Oh, here we are hung up about the channel. Listen, I would stay focused on it. Look, here we have, you know, the energy of the Hanged Man to the Ace of Pentacles. Now, the Ace of Pentacles, this is about staying focused on this coin. And you're at the point here where you need to make a decision. You know, because you see what you could make here on YouTube if you could make it, right? I just feel like you've got to be more assertive. Now, there's this really great guy on YouTube. He's Chris, I want to say his name is Chris Reck. He's from the Minnow Pond, Little Minnow Pond, I don't know what it is. Anyway, he gives such great information about how to grow your channel on YouTube. And I feel like this is your final outcome. You have got to get aggressive. Like me, I had to make a change. I started going live because doing videos, 1, was really getting boring and hard for me. And 2, I wasn't getting, you know, the views. I wasn't even engaging. There was like no energy, no life. So do it all. Do the shorts, go live, you know, if you can partner up with people, you know, do that, do the videos. And I saw you partnering up with someone, but definitely, you know, give it a good shot and really put a lot of energy in it and see if you can just get those numbers up. In the words of this guy, Chris Reck, he's just put the content out. Just keep putting it out. The more you put out, the better off your chances are. So I'm just going to pass that along to you. All right, Rabbi? All right? Because if this is what you really want to make work, like me, that I really want to make my YouTube work. I'm focused on YouTube, you know. Sometimes I'm on TikTok. Sometimes I'm on Instagram. Sometimes I'm over here. But I'm always on YouTube, you know. So pick your focus on that social media platform and see if you can really make it work that way. All right? Miso fucking soup. Oh yeah, I think I did say something about my friend went to go see Bernie in Denver. But I don't usually keep it too political on here. I try to help you guys off, you know, with as much that I can do. Yeah, I'm not going to play into the politics. I'll tell you that much. Hold on, I got to let the dog in. Be right back. Yeah, I don't play into the politics, you know, because I don't want to give it the energy. You know, I live a very quiet life, a very good life, a very pleasant life. My life is really, really good. And when I turn on the TV, I don't have a TV, when I turn on my phone or my iPad or my computer, you know, I don't like what I hear, you know, and I'm not going to engage in that, you know, and it's just, I'm not going to play into the fear. I'm going to do the work that I was put on this earth to do, which is to come on here live and, you know, and whatever happens, happens. I'm just going to keep doing what I do because I think that's the key. I think we need to find our communities. We need to enjoy each other. We need to learn how to share with each other and take care of each other and just enjoy life. and not play into so much of the fear of what's going on right now. It's serious. I get it. I get it. And I stay in tune and I pay attention. But I don't engage, you know. I just won't engage, you know. And as things happen that directly affect me, I will deal with them at that time. All right? This is about staying in the present moment. Anyway, that's my 2 cents on politics here. Hi, Linda from New Zealand. Natasha, you have court on Tuesday for getting your rights back to your daughter. Can you let me know how that may go? I have to tell you, if I don't know whether this is you, I have been pulling cards for someone with a child custody suit battle or some kind of lawsuit, and I see it going well. But let me see, Natasha. Let's see. How's it going to go? It's going to go okay, all right? Because I feel as if the waiting's going to come to an end. And look, the final outcome, you come out, you know, with the Queen of Pentacles. This is being very solid and stable as a result of all of this. So I think you're going to have a good outcome. The fact that we have the Seven of Pentacles coming up at the first, you know, it's just like you don't want to put any more energy into this. This needs to come to an end because it's really, really toxic and it's hurting everyone. But I see you coming out with this Queen of Pentacles energy, and I like that because, you know, it kind of tells me that in the end, you know, you're going to end up with exactly what you need. It might not be easy getting there, but I feel as if you're going to have a good outcome. All right. Oh, thanks, Naz. I'm hoping for that too. Oh, you want to know how to book a reading with me? All right, hold on just a second. Well, there's an app, all right? And I'm on this app, and I can't tell you what the name of it is, but it does have the color purple in the name. And, you know, if you like to be out on the ocean... you'll be able to find me. All right. So yeah, I'm on an app called Purple Ocean. I'm usually on there for a few hours every night. You can chat with me and we'll just we can dig deep. So you can do that. I don't know if I'll be on tonight. It's Saturday and I want to get out and about and do things. I haven't had fun in a while. It's been really kind of rough in my part of the world. And I want to go out and do something, you know, that isn't heavy. So I don't know if I'll be on tonight or not, but I'm usually there regularly. So you'll find me there, all right, Nora? Wow, Schmidt, you wrote a book on karma. Good for you. God, you guys are so amazing. Sabrina, welcome in. You want to do a question? Let's pull a question for you. Question for Sabrina. Where are you? Are you still out there? Let's see. I'd like to know if Fabrizio will be together and if we live in the same house. All right. Let's see, Sabrina. We'll take a look at your book next, all right, Schmidt? I'm curious. I mean, it's great. I think if you wrote a whole book, that just impresses the heck out of me. All right, Sabrina, let's see. Sabrina, will you two be together and live in the same house? You and Fabrizio. Let's see, Sabrina. I love it. No, I don't see it happening. No, no, no. I don't see this at all. I don't see this at all. I wonder if there's another person. I see two women here. I see a Queen of Swords. I see a Queen of Pentacles. But I've got the Justice card coming up as a no. I've got the Judgment card coming up as whether or not you're going to be in a house. No, I don't see it happening at all. Oh, look at this. He comes up as the King of Pentacles reversed. If you were to marry this person, I see you getting divorced. I see this guy as being very shady, not being on the up, not serious about you, being aggressive. Yeah, I'm sorry. I wish that, Sabrina, this was, you know, better energy, but, you know, I don't like the King of Pentacles. And you come up as the Queen of Pentacles. If you were to marry, you would be really miserable. And with that Justice card here coming up, yeah, this is not a good match. All right. I just have to tell you how I see it. And the fact that he's got this King of Cups energy as well coming in, he's not near as serious as you. That's the problem. You need to find someone who is as serious as you, if not more than you. So that's what I've got for you, Sabrina. I'm sorry. You know, I can't tell you something good if I don't see it. Do you know? You're just lovers? Yeah, it's not gonna pan out. Oh, that's so hard. Because I bet you he's a good lover, huh? I bet you he's amazing. But, you know, at the end of the day, I want you to be happy, Sabrina. Look, we got Flick Matter. Hi, I would like to know if my friend is getting out of prison soon. Flick Matter, let's take a look at this energy. I mean, these are real questions. These are serious questions, and I want to know too. Let's find out if your friend is going to get out of prison. Oh, and Schmidt, I'm still there. Like, we'll check on your book next, all right? But let's find out if Flick Matter's friend will be getting out of prison soon. I think he is. Yeah, I think he's going to be handed some kind of an offer. This is good, all right? So he may get some kind of parole. The fact that this night comes up upright, I don't think it might be very, very quick, you know, but because this is a slow-moving energy. But yes, I do see him getting out. Maybe by the time spring, summer, a lot of green energy. So yeah, maybe in the spring, something like that. All right, listen, Schmidt, we got to figure out about your book here, man. Is this successful? Schmidt has written a book. Schmidt, put the title in. Let's promote your book. Schmidt has written a book on karma. And Ashadu has put in the purple ocean. Remember, do not tell them that you found me on YouTube. They don't like that. And then they reprimand me. And I mean, I've been on this app a long time. They just, for whatever reason, they don't want to know where you people are coming from. Maybe we can have a code word. All right, Nor. Put Nor in as your code word, and I'll remember it's you when you come for a reading, all right? You can say I pulled a card for you in the past, all right? All right, Schmidt, your book. We're still working on your book here. I'm getting carried away. We're still working on your book. Look at this. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, look, it lands on the home. I feel as if you'll have good success with it, Schmidt. All right, but if you don't tell us the name of it. Oh, here it is. The Lessons of Souls, A Journey Through Karma. Oh, what a beautiful title. All right, so everybody, I want you to pay attention. If you're breeders, you know, we have The Lessons of Soul, A Journey Through Karma by a Schmidt Cower. Is that how we say it? And look, it's a good book because we got the Wheel of Fortune, and I think it should be in everybody's home. Stay hopeful. All right, listen, you're up in competition and a lot of book sales and things like that, but you are definitely in the market of spirituality, metaphysics, all of that, and there is a niche for you. So we're going to leave it at that with the Wheel of Fortune. The Lessons of Souls, A Journey Through Karma. Available on Amazon. There you go. Ishita, hello, ma'am. Will crush my leave have feelings for me? All right, listen, you know what? A crush is just that. Eventually a crush will crush you. Let's see, Ishita, what's going on? Sure appreciate you guys all being in the chat. Really appreciate y'all. Thanks for hanging with me. Keeping me busy while I got my last, let's see, I got 50 minutes for, before I can break my fast and get something to eat. All right, let's see. Ishita, will your crush have feelings for you? Oh, look, he does. Look at this. We like this. The crush could have something. This is the Six of Wands. This is victory. This is him noticing you. Will he move on it? No. So your crush, I think, has a crush back, but he will not act on it. So if you want to engage with him, you're going to have to make the first move, Isha. Okay? You're going to, because he's not going to make the first move. But I think if you make the first move and you initiate the connection, there could be something down the road. Right. RK, welcome in. So, but now, Ishita, you have to come back and tell us how it all went, because we're all invested. I mean, we've all been here. We all pulled the cards. So now you need to let us know how this works out for you and your crush. All right. I have a crush on Lovepreet. Singe. Does he like me? Want to know, does this guy like RK? Yes or no? Oh. Oh. Wah wah. No. Unfortunately, RK, I don't feel like the feelings are reciprocated. When we have the star card come in, that's feeling a little hopeless. I don't feel as if it's going to be. And here we also have the 9 of Swords coming in. Please don't feel hopeless, all right? There is somebody out there for you, not this one. Hi, Lakshmi. You're back in. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Schmidt. Really sorry. Listen, write another book. I mean, that's what my art teacher always says. He's like, yeah, that's nice. Paint another one. I mean, just like that. Yeah, that's nice. Paint another one. Do another one. Write another book. Do workshops. You know, start promoting your book in real life, Schmidt. You know, that would be really, really great for you. And this day and age, I mean, it's so easy to do. If you've got a phone, you can create a workshop online somehow, some way, you know, or, you know, have book signings or get into bookshops and or these metaphysical stores and really put your book out there, you know, believe in your work and write another one. All right, Lucky. Lakshmi, you were in the last chat. You're only 20? Listen, I had a friend of mine. When he was 11 years old, he wanted to be a farmer and he wanted to sell milk. Do you know what he did? He brought his cow into the city and he promoted milk by his cow, you know, and he was 15. He's now got this amazing farm in Colorado. He's planting thousands and thousands of trees, you know, he's growing food, he's, you know, raising cattle. I mean, listen, you're never too young to start promoting yourself. Yeah, you gotta believe in yourself. 20. If you do this now, Schmidt, and say you promote it over the next year, who's to say by next year you're now a millionaire because you've sold all of these books? Wouldn't that be great? So, you know, never say never. Now's the time. Now's the time. Anna Deleuze, 1, 2, 3. Can I pull cards for you about your future? Do you have a husband or you want a husband? And Deleuze. Right? But if you want that $1 million, Schmidt, you've got to put yourself out there. You've got to, you know, go to the bookstores and sit there with your books and talk to people about your book and do things, right? Yeah. Ma'am, I look like an angel. Well, that's because I am an angel. Don't you guys know that? Don't you see my wings? I have angel wings. No, I'm an earth angel. I really believe it. I really believe I'm an earth angel and a starseed. And I also believe that I am one of the beings of the violet fire. I do. I just believe that about my spirituality. All right, but listen. We gotta answer a question here. Hannah Dulcet, 1, 2, 3. I want to know a little bit about her future and her husband. Thanks, Lucky. All right, let's see what's going on with Handaluz. I feel like Handaluza. I feel like, you know, you're German. All right, listen. This is what I see for you. I see you, you know, you're young. All right, I feel as if this is a young energy about you and your future. And I feel like, you know, you're going to have a good future. I think it's going to be very stable. I think it's going to be the one you want. You need to be with somebody who allows you to be who you are. All right. And I just feel like, you know, sometimes you might, you know, get into positions where you feel like you've given a lot and done a lot and, you know, there's no reciprocity. So I don't know whether you are married or you're not married or you're looking for this as a future reading, But I just feel as if there is somebody who will try to be very manipulative with you. This magician energy is very manipulative, and I see you being backed up. But so I feel like, your future right now, you need to focus more on just you and not anyone coming with you in your future. Because once you get there, they will be there. So right now, I feel like that's where your focus needs to be, Lucky. Hand the loose. One day you'll have a husband, but you want the right one. You don't want the wrong one, right? All right, you guys, listen, I am going to pop off here and give myself a little break. And I'll see you guys all on another day, hopefully tomorrow. Until then, have a really great evening, a beautiful day, great morning, wherever you are in the world. I sure appreciate you. I love coming on here. I hope you appreciate me coming on here. And I will be back. Wait, I have to read this. When my parents allow, I will surely start learning tarot reading. Yeah, you're already learning because you're listening to me. If you're already listening to tarot, you're learning. But anyway, I sure appreciate each and every one of you. And yeah, hit that like button. Yeah, like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Help my channel grow, grow, grow. Tell people about me. Yeah, and I'll see you tomorrow. Until then, be well. Bye now.